It's Friday Farm Vlog, and guess what today is? It's hatching day. Look at all these chicks behind me. Today is hatching day in our 2 incubators, and so far we have 15 chicks born, and there's more to come. I can't wait to meet them all. They are doing really good. Come take a peek.
Farm, a wicked awesome farm. Watch this channel to learn what to do. We love to farm and we'll show you. Yeah, welcome to our show. Just one more story farm.
This baby right here was just born a few minutes ago. We have more chicks trying to hatch. These here are the first of the pipping, which is where the chicks start to make their initial hole through the eggshell. I set these 2 incubators up 21 days ago, and I put the exact same number of eggs in each of the incubators. And I wanted to try an egg experiment with these eggs here. So they're all eggs that were gathered from my flock of chickens within a couple days, and so they were farm fresh eggs placed right into the incubator. And I wanted to see the difference between eggs that are candled versus eggs that are not candled. So typically with my hatching eggs, I like to candle my eggs at day 7, day 10, day 14, and then day 18 right before lockdown, and then I don't touch the eggs after that. However, I got to thinking that is all of this handling of the eggs beneficial to the eggs, or am I potentially introducing bacteria every time I candle them, which is always a worry of mine. And so I wanted to see if there was a difference in hatch rates between the first incubator here that I did my normal candling schedule with versus this incubator here where I didn't do any candling. So these eggs in here, I don't know how many I would expect to hatch because I don't know which ones are fertile, if there's any that are infertile. I don't know if there were any early embryonic deaths. So with this one, this is a mystery hatch. I don't know what to expect with it, which I prefer knowing what to expect, but I am curious to see if I'll have a better hatch rate without handling the eggs throughout the process. But then there's a part of me that thinks, well, in nature, the mother hen gets off of the eggs several times, so they do get exposed to fluctuating temperatures, and they do have more breathing room when they're taken out of the incubator, changes in humidity. Is that actually a good thing? Usually fluctuation you would think would be a bad thing. So I don't know. I'm definitely curious as to which incubator will have the better hatch rate in this case. And I was hoping to have results for you tonight for the Friday Farm Vlog. But these chicks are all going to hatch when they're ready to hatch. So I will make a video to let you know what the consensus is with this little experiment that I did. And just see, is candling something that is beneficial as far as the eggs are concerned? Of course it's beneficial so that you can remove the infertile eggs, because you certainly don't want to have a bad egg in there that could potentially rot and could potentially explode, and then that would spread a lot of bacteria in your incubator. So it is advised to candle your eggs in the beginning so that you can be sure to remove those eggs. So I am taking a risk by not candling these eggs, but so far so good. I've been smelling through this little hole here to make sure that I don't smell anything rotting in there, because if I did, then I would take out each individual egg, candle it, and remove the eggs that are infertile or have an early embryonic death, because we certainly don't want a rotten egg exploding in there. But this is hatching day. Nothing has exploded. There is no odor. So I'm really hoping that it's a really good hatch rate and that they all do well. Leave down in the comments what you think the results are going to be. Do you think that the incubator that I candled is going to have a better hatch rate than the incubator where I did no candling? So these eggs have not been touched other than me taking them from the nest box and placing them in the incubator. I didn't wash them, I just took clean eggs and put them in the incubator. So that's the least amount of handling of any eggs that I've personally ever incubated. So I'm definitely curious. 13 chicks hatched over here and only 2 on this side. I don't know if that has any correlation to the handling of the eggs and the candling, but I would like to know what you think is going to be the difference in hatch rates between these 2 incubators, and I will be sure to let you know. This week on the farm, we've been busy with our garden. We're also working on a larger container garden this year, and we've also been working on our pond, getting it all cleared of all the leaves and getting it ready. We did some planting of some nice wild grasses around the pond, and we've got more plans for that water feature as well that will be coming up this summer. Oh, and our compost pile, we're doing the 18-day hot composting method, and it's actually working. The pile is actually turning into compost. I'm so surprised. The temperature has stayed above 140 degrees this entire time, and the pile that had a lot of green in it is now all brown, and I'm starting to see some black where it's really breaking down, and I'm really excited. I really think this is going to work. I think we're going to have compost in the 18 days. We're almost there, so I'll let you know and show you what it ends up looking like after the 18 days. If you haven't seen it yet, you should check out my video Secret to 100 Hatch Rate, where I talk about how I get such good hatch rates in here. If you're looking to hatch some chicks, you should definitely check it out.
Like and subscribe.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you're learning to farm like me. There is so much more to see. If you're planning on heading elsewhere, Bangor, yeah, yeah, yeah. This really is the place to be.